Attacks in Israel. The boy's family is Palestinian.
Saturday morning, police say 71-year-old Joseph Zuba knocked on the door of his tenant, Hanan Shaheen, and attacked her, choking her and stabbing the young mother more than a dozen times with a 12-inch military-style knife, and then brutally killing her 6-year-old son, Wadia, who was buried while she remained in the hospital recovering.
Fox's Garrett Tenney. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
At Southern Heritage Bank, we provide...
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. Good morning. We are Mix 104.1. We are Talk 101.3 The Buzz. We're also on MixTV.tv as we say good morning to you. We're on your phone and mobile devices through the free Mix 104.1 app. That's a free download thanks to CHI Memorial. And you can download, if you've not yet, our Mix 104.1 app at mymix1041.com. 7:03 local and state news. WTVC Television is reporting an investigation underway in McMinn County. This after a man whom deputies were trying to arrest died after a deputy used a stun gun on him. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation says it happened on the morning of October 5th on County Road 360 in Nyota. The TBI says deputies were serving an order of protection to 43-year-old Christopher Kent Graham. Release says there was an altercation between Graham and the deputies, and one of them used a stun gun on Graham. He became unresponsive. EMS transported him to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead. No other information has been released, and we'll keep you up to date. The Bradley County Commission met in a voting session on Monday where 6th District Bradley County Commissioner Tommy Ledford presented a resolution to cover additional costs associated with extending water lines on Rakestraw Road. After the engineering design and planning were completed, the bid for the job slightly extended the original amount allocated to the project previously approved by the commission. The commissioners voted unanimously to cover the additional $3,470.88. Commissioner Ledford also announced that the Insurance Committee met earlier in the day and voted to recommend the mayor's proposal to stay with Cigna Health at a 3% cost increase to Bradley County. The resolution authorizes the mayor to continue coverage with Cigna for health benefits for Bradley County employees. That passed unanimously. Also, 4th District Bradley County Commissioner Howard Thompson he announced that the Building and Land Committee met with the Fire Committee last week to discuss the Cleveland City proposal to build a county fire and rescue building in exchange for the county property at 260 Edmond Street. The committee has voted to recommend the mayor continue negotiation with Cleveland City and to bring a contract to the commission. That passed 12-1. Also, 3rd District Bradley County Commissioner Mylan Blake made a motion to approve the Finance Committee's recommendation to remove the medical background requirement for the mayor's 2 HCI committee appointments. And Blake made a motion to approve the Finance Committee's recommendation to shift the HCI investment cycle from a calendar year to the Bradley County fiscal year. That passed unanimously. Wacker Chemical Corporation announced 4 women in the North American region have been selected as Women Breaking the Mold honorees. 2 of them are here in the Charleston plant. Lisa Mantooth and Aisha Sheik have earned the distinguished accomplishment by pushing through barriers and breaking glass ceilings. The women are 2 of 30 women who've been selected for this prestigious honor by Wacker worldwide. Lisa Mantooth, a longtime friend, is a Tallahassee native. She enjoys giving back to the community that helped raise her. She's a community relations specialist who uses her knowledge and skills, experience to organize community outreach programs and events. Aisha, and I hope I'm saying that right, Aisha maybe? Aisha? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, please. Aisha Sheik, technical manager of Silicon Quality Control. She oversees product releases at the Bodecker Chemical Charleston site, enjoys having a work-life balance. By the way, Bridget, our friend Lisa Mantooth, and we met Lisa years and years ago in the aftermath of the horrible tornadoes of 2011, where she coordinated as an outstretch of the outshoot of the United Way, a lot of the relief efforts. Anyway, she's delivering a presentation during the National Networking Conference in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Oh.
And the inaugural year of the Breaking the Mold Awards. So it's going to be out in Scottsdale.
Wow.
Now, out in Arizona, you know, they'll say, well, it's 130 degrees, but it's a dry heat.
It's a different kind of heat.
Much like you, I think of dry heaving. Hey, Fruit Loops. So Fruit Loops, so he's already warned me. He said, well, I may not sound right. I said, well, does the day end and why?
What else is new?
He has remodeled the TV control room back there. I call it his director's hole. What is happening? Let's go ahead and test the mics now. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Sadly, yes. I was hoping I couldn't.
No, it sounds okay. Well, it sounds okay right now.
Why did you do this? Why could you not left good enough alone?
Because you keep asking me to do all these weird, fancy things, and so I think it's time.
Weird and fancy? What, show up to work? I mean, that weird and fancy?
No. See, look, we hung a bump camera in the studio about a year ago, and this should allow us to be able to take it.
Not a soul knows what that. I mean, you're speaking in this inside jargon.
On the other hand, the
like Bridget
video
going to church,
quality
she doesn't understand the terms of Christianity.
The video quality is much better right now too, and there's not a delay in here. I just noticed.
Well, of course the video quality is better. I'm here.
I'm used to working on like a second and a half delay responding to you, so I should be able to have a better conversation with you now without talking over you.
We used to have a
every time that you try to talk,
so you're talking over me.
While you're trying to do radio, yeah, and just always interrupting you.
Hey, by the way, I think I know now why your church has asked you never to sing. You were doing your rendition of "Shameless" while Garth Brooks was trying to sing in here, and it creeped me out.
Look,
get off my radio.
I admit I cannot sing at all.
Well, I know that now.
It's not going to stop me, okay?
That's why you don't take more showers, apparently, because they don't want you singing in the shower. All right, Bridget, let's get a check of the streets at 7:09.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway at any time at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Selwood Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Waste Connections introduces efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
Do you know, Matt, is this wood leaf or wool leaf? Do we know? Because it's Dwayne's writing, which means we can't read it.
It's wood leaf.
Wood leaf?
Yep.
He was our boss of the year. He is the Honda of Cleveland service manager. We're gonna get him on the air.
I'm sure.
Somebody get him on the phone. Well, I'd like to talk to him.
Yes, boss.
I know he's bit. Shut up.
Whatever you say, boss.
Oh, yeah, and I got a nice card from the staff for Boss's Day yesterday. They gave me a bunch of, Scooter's coffee. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bridget's note was the best.
And so, little Sheridan, who just got married, and she's got stars in her eyes, and she'll get over that. But anyway, she writes me a paragraph, just beautiful. And Sheridan is a great writer anyway. And I can hear him now laughing through the door here. My hearing's horrible, but anyway, I can hear that. And then Bridget, of course, just says same.
I drew an arrow.
That
and
was
I
pretty
said
funny,
same.
actually.
Yes.
Man, she finally grew a sense of humor.
By
Can you
the way-
believe that Eminem is... Go ahead.
We just got a text here. There is an accident on Paul Huff Parkway in front of Cheddar's. So we appreciate the text on that. So again, Paul Huff Parkway right there in front of Cheddar's. Near
I'm
Mouse Creek
thinking
Road.
Checkers on 25th. Cheddar's.
Cheddar's.
Yeah.
Thank you for that text.
That ain't worth the line, by the way, people. But anyway, it's fine. Well, I got to be honest, you know. So there's a crash on... Which way is it?
Does it say which direction?
Hey, which direction is it? Why don't you consult a thesaurus and figure it out? Well, why would we be mean to the people trying to help us?
I know. They're helping us out.
Paula Park. Hey, you in your car there, Paul Huff, whoever sent that text. So if you're facing Bradley Square Mall, that's going eastbound. If you're facing, let's say, El Gente,
Genete.
whatever. I just call it the place I tried to steal food. That's going westbound.
It's Jeff Salyer that's helping us
Jeff,
out.
you're an idiot.
The inside lanes of both directions.
Which way?
Both directions.
Oh, both directions.
Yes.
That's not possible, Salyer.
Yes, it is.
Lord. You're running too much. It's affecting your brain. Anyway, thanks, Jeff. Matt Woodleaf, our...
And then, Jamie Call says it's going east.
Oh,
so we
see,
have an
you can't
argument
blame.
here.
No, and this is... We're not going to have a virtual argument between Dumb and Dumber. And this is what we resorted to in our traffic, is listening to Jamie and Jeff. Oh, Lord. Does somebody have any IQ points out on Paul Huff?
Here's a third person. The wreck is going towards the mall. So
Thank you.
Eastbound.
Eastbound. I mean, you put Jeff and Jamie together. If you, well, an old saying would be, if you put their brains in a bullfrog's head, it would jump backwards. My godfather used to say that one, actually. What are we doing here? It's time for the Hardee's
Oh,
Wake Up.
goodness.
Finally, somebody with some IQ points got in there. Hey, at Hardee's, time for the Hardee's Wake Up. Oh, a taste of goodness later today for their for lunch. Hardee's $5.99 Star Deal combos, your choice of a double cheeseburger, 3-piece hand-breaded chicken tenders, original hot ham and cheese, all served with small fry, small drink, $5.99. Go to Hardee's, feed your happy. Hey, it's 7:14. Good morning to all of you. Coming up, Congressman Chuck Fleischmann, live from Washington. Biggest story domestically, not the biggest story in the world, obviously, with the Israeli ground offensive about to begin, it looks like, against Hamas. They're going to try to wipe Hamas out, but it does tie in to the Speaker of the House being vacant. It's supposed to take a vote today. We'll get an update. Congressman Fleischmann has announced his support for Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan. He came out yesterday and did that. Fleischmann did. We'll talk to Chuck coming up here in about 30 minutes.
Are you looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle? Toyota of Cleveland has you covered with the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in the beautiful city of Cleveland, Tennessee. With an expert sales team, Toyota of Cleveland would love to put you...
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Mix 1041 is celebrating 30 years of being on air. We are celebrating by giving away 30 prizes over 30 weeks. Presented by TVFCU Mortgage. Register today at mymix1041.com.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, really, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
So I guess for over 44 years now, our recipe for success has been rather simple. Just make the best mattresses that we can, offer them at the best price we can to our loyal customers, and hopefully we'll get some more in the Chattanooga area. Now we're into our third generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our fourth generation too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
A name and brand that you can trust. Wholesale Supply has been serving the Southeast for over 75 years. Whether you need plumbing, electrical, or HVAC supplies, Wholesale Supply can provide you with the products that you need to complete any job, big or small. Supplying brands such as Kohler, Delta, Renny, Progress Lighting, and so many more. With 32 locations across the Southeast, Wholesale Supply is your hometown plumbing, electrical, and HVAC supplier. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
That's pause with a Z, in clause with a Z, clevelandtn.com.
So Bridget, I just sent a text to Jamie, Kyle, and Jeff Salyer introducing each other. I don't think they know each other. So now they're fighting it out on my phone.
Look at what you started.
Just let it, well, I'm a uniter, not a divider.
Yeah.
I'm just bringing them together.
Mm-hmm. What you do.
I'm just glad Senda Moore got involved and has some intelligence. Finally, leave it to her, a few IQ points. So what's going on again? Paula Parkway, what's happening?
Paula Parkway in front of Cheddar's, headed eastbound toward Bradley Square Mall. There's an accident there, so be aware of that as you drive this morning. We appreciate all the help.
Salyer says, I promise the U-Haul blocking the west is also blocking the westbound left lane. I mean, I don't know. I just don't understand. Well, how could there be an argument over this? Does somebody know what's going on out there? Paula Parkway, over there by Cheddar's.
I mean, the wreck happened eastbound, but it is partially blocking westbound as well.
It's not a big road. Trust me, you try to travel that road, it's like the 405 in Los Angeles. It is with a bunch of people who can't drive. It's 7:19. Let's go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
If you shop for a mattress and they tell you about some long delay because of industry shortages, come to Mermaid Mattress. Buy it today, we'll make it tomorrow, and deliver it the next day. It's all about being local.
For today, we'll have partly cloudy skies, a high of 65 and a low of 39 this evening. For tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 71 and a low of 48. And then on Thursday, we'll have partly cloudy skies during the morning and then mainly cloudy later in the day with a high of 71. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 39 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier-Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
Hey guys, Brian Welch here. The good book says, be sure your sins will find you out. And man, did that happen to me. I got caught listening to Mix 104. My goodness. But the good news is, I won Dollywood tickets. But I'm still not a fan of Steve in the mornings.
Join the crowd. Get in line. Mix 104.1, MixTV.tv with a weekend.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. And then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-doom, boom.
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of we the people. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
The summer sales event is on at Cleveland Ford, and I'm here to tell you the car business is back. Cleveland Ford's inventory is back with over 100 new Fords in stock. Discounts are back, so prices are down, interest rates are down, and rebates are up. In addition to all that, Cleveland Ford has up to $2,000 in trade assistance cash available that you can use as a down payment or to pay off your trade. So hurry into Cleveland Ford today, because with all they've got going on, now is the time to buy.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates, a $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
The rain chance has gone down a little bit.
It's very good news, yes.
Oh, yeah, I mean, obviously. Because, nobody wants to sit out in the rain.
Right.
I mean, what we hear, Bradley's doing a blackout, is that right?
That's what Amber Winter said yesterday.
Are we going to count on her for anything?
Well, sure.
She had 255 votes for Boss's Day yesterday. She pressured the Hopewell, her staff. Actually, probably need an investigation into this, start to catch we can. Pressuring her staff to vote for her, or you can go somewhere else, I think was the message. And then the parents, God love them, little Johnny and Jenny and everybody, and, getting, maybe they can pass, maybe they can't.
If it had been an election, she would have won, for sure.
Did she get the most votes?
Definitely. No question.
But Matt Woodleaf was drawn out. He is the service department manager at Honda Cleveland. Has to work for Chris Harris. Maybe that's a...
Gets to.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's a consolation prize. So he gets what is it?
Hinete.
Why can't I say that? It's like that alchemy. I can't say these places. I don't remember them.
Have them right here.
They're great places, and I love it. Some of the finest food you'll ever have in your life, and I'm not just saying that. It's so good, I tried to dine and dash. Now, with that Alta story here in the last couple days, I probably should ease down on that conversation a little bit.
Oh, goodness.
See, and then we have a temptation to talk more about that, and I'm not going to.
Okay.
Oh, I could tell you Mrs. Hartline and Reagan were there.
Oh, goodness.
Close to that time. But
we could also do birthdays right here. Here we go. Okay.
Sometimes, well, let me say, sometimes I'll be sent to Ulta. And I know I look clueless, and I am clueless about especially most things generally, but especially things like that. So I'll go in there.
Best store ever.
On an assignment. Oh, really? Are you about to elaborate on that, Brendan? Brendan, you forgot where you were. Maybe it's your new hairstyle. I don't know. Anyway, so I walk in there, and I'll hold up a picture on my phone, which that's a miracle that I know how to do that. But I'll hold up the picture, and I'll just say to a young lady there, I'll say, well, if you can help me, you'll save me about 3.5 hours. And they'll normally have mercy.
Yes, they're glad to help.
Had I realized it was a crime scene on Sunday, maybe I could have sprung into action. My career on Law and Order would have. All right, Bridget, over to you. What's up?
Happy birthday to Bradley County Commissioner Denny Collins today.
Hey! Where was Denny and Cassie Collins this past Sunday at 1 p.m.? One would want to know that. That's a great question. Were they anywhere near the Ulta store? I guarantee you Cassie was at TJ Maxx, but that's a whole other story there. I think there's more to this with Denny's birthday coming up. He does not deserve anything purchased for him, so why not? Just take what you want. I'm back over to you.
Happy birthday, Commissioner Collins. Also, Keith Watson is having a birthday today over at Village Tire.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
That'd be former Sheriff Eric Watson's brother. And he says, I'm Keith Watson, Village Tire.
That's right.
You got that right.
Yes. Caitlin Roan is 17 today, a student at Walker Valley. She's also an ambassador for ATS The Bridge. Xandra sent that in to us and said she is just absolutely fabulous.
I think Xandra just needs to meet her. She probably read that on some list somewhere. Hey, and stop sending me texts and emails about our meeting Thursday. I know we're having it. Okay, just stop.
Happy birthday, Caitlin.
She got me in enough trouble.
And then Kylie Rayfield is having a birthday today. She is the instructional coach at Prospect Elementary.
Oh, man.
And she is loved and appreciated by her Viking family there at Prospect.
Man. Kylie, she's still married to Brent Rayfield?
Yes,
well, that's a miracle. I know she preferred to be called Kylie Miller. But anyway, Kylie hates the microphone.
Yeah.
God love her. She's doing the Lord's work out there.
All right, call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ritipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they have the products and services to help make your dreams come true. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427.
Coming up, Congressman Chuck Fleischmann. About 7:45, live from Washington. Biggest story in our nation is that the Speaker of the House is still vacant 2 weeks later. The Congressman announced his support of Jim Jordan of Ohio to be the Speaker of the House last night. Going to talk with the Congressman Fleischmann about that and a lot more. Stand by.
The Mix 1041 News Desk brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
Also, more news, especially from the Bradley County Commission. They had a meeting yesterday, and Vacher announces women breaking the, what is it called?
The mold.
The mold?
Mm-hmm.
Well, hang on. Yeah, women breaking the mold at Vacher, including Lisa Mantooth, who we've known forever, Bradley graduate. I wonder if she'll be all blacked out, doing a black. Bradley apparently is doing a blackout. Can somebody confirm that? Or is Amber Winters just making stuff up?
Oh, I'll believe her.
All right. Anyway, Bradley Cleveland, of course, Friday night. Get your tickets at the Town Square. Larry finally got them from Al Morris, who woke up from a nap. Let's see here. Women breaking the mold, Lisa Mantooth and Aisha Sheik. So big congratulations to them at Vacher. Back in a second.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway and anytime at donledford.com. Thanks to Brian Welch, we just got a detailed report here about the accident on Paul Huff Parkway. So he says that the two main lanes of traffic on Paul Huff headed toward Publix are shut down, as well as the center lane and the inside lane headed towards the mall. So he says there's a U-Haul truck, 3 vehicles, and debris is spread over 3.5 lanes, and there's 5 emergency vehicles on the scene. So thank you, Brian, for that. And Chuck Evans has also sent us an update, so I'll read that here in just a minute.
Just avoid Paula Parkway.
Yes. Yep, so that's all going to be right there in front of Cheddar's in that general area.
Well, it started out with Jamie Kyle and Jeff Salyer, Dr. Jeff Salyer, arguing about it, giving us completely opposite information, and their lack of intelligence really showed. Well, then we have some other people chiming in here, but so we get Brian Welsh out there.
Yep, and Chuck Evans pretty much said exact same thing.
Hey, Brian, call me, would you? 614-6499. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. And he's the one who just assaulted me verbally. We just played his recorded announcement.
We did, yeah.
Hey, Brian, call me. 614-6499. All right, you can keep going.
So, yes, we appreciate all the calls and texts this morning.
Turn the radio back over to, he's on the wings of rock and roll on KZ. Here we go.
As always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid-A-Pest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell What Darren text line. Darren Miller, eXp Realty.
All right, hey, Brian, what's going on out there?
Just another wonderful day. Listen to Mix 104.
I want to know about the traffic. I didn't need some painting. Why don't you calm down?
All right, my apologies. Let's skip straight to the topic. So it looks as though a U-Haul truck was pulling a vehicle. Not sure what happened, but there's 3 vehicles, as the text stated, involved, and it's just spread all over those lanes, glass everywhere. The traffic, as I came through, wasn't crazy busy, but it probably is by now.
So you already got through there.
Yeah, yes, sir, I did. So the only lane open is the lane headed far right towards the mall, period.
Which is, of course, going eastbound. Because let me tell you something, 2/3 of this audience, they have no idea what direction they're going in. And I pray to God most of them are going up instead of down, unlike yourself.
Well, they need the prayer, and you need to practice.
Brian Welsh. So there's still a lane open going toward the mall, but what about going toward, you said Publix or that direction?
No, not in front of Publix, not in front of Cheddar's, nothing open now.
Yeah.
And when we came through, nothing had been taken care of to remove anything. It had just happened, so maybe they'll move.
Well, I mean, is the police there yet? Where's Gibson? Let's go. Where's Evie? She's on vacation.
Yeah, the police was there. And there were fire department was there, ambulance was there.
Oh, okay.
And then another. Yeah, they were all on there already.
Well, maybe they're still over at Alta trying to catch Denny Collins, who was there Sunday at 1 o'clock. $8,000 in merchandise.
So.
It's his birthday today, so you know.
Well, maybe he'll have a really good birthday and miss the traffic.
All right. Hey, Brian, thanks, buddy. I got to go, though.
All right. I understand that. Have an outstanding day.
All right, man. You notice he went into his radio voice when he came on?
I like it. It's official.
Well, you know, Steve, around here, and I'm really wanting to talk, aren't I? At 7:34.
Choosing the right health care plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Mix 1041 and Honda Cleveland are giving one deserving firefighter in our area a chance to win a 2023 Honda Civic. Nominate your favorite firefighter today at mymix1041.com.
The Smart Factory Institute presents the 9th annual Peak Performance Symposium on October 20th at the Smart Factory in the Pie Center in Cleveland. Join industry peers as they share manufacturing best practices and speak on a variety of advanced manufacturing topics while learning how manufacturers are maintaining a competitive advantage in the areas of trade, technology, and talent. This year's symposium is sponsored by Mueller and will conclude with a tour of the Duracell manufacturing facility. Tickets are limited. Register at peakperformanceinc.com.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
This portion of Mixed Mornings is sponsored by Stoney's Appliance Repair, Bridget.
That's right. Stoney's Appliance Repair, people you can trust and depend on. Call them at 423-402-6610. When you call for service, Stoney will call you back and he'll show up. Call Stoney's Appliance Repair, 423-402-6610.
Let's go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center at 23 before 8.
Posh and Lavish is an all-natural latex and wool line of mattresses sold exclusively by Mermaid Mattress. Come take a test rest and you'll receive a free latex pillow, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
For today, we'll have partly cloudy skies, a high of 65 and a low of 39 this evening. For tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 71 and a low of 48. And then on Thursday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 71. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 39 degrees.
Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious foods in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
At 22 before 8 a.m., let's go inside the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. Sponsored in part by the Town Squire. And Bridget, I got word yesterday from Larry McDaniel, the proprietor of the Town Squire. He has, get ready, he has Bradley Cleveland tickets.
Good.
Al Morris woke up. And I saw Al yesterday, matter of fact. I'm going to play a clip from that in a second. I was at Cleveland High for the big send-off of the volleyball team. But anyway, folks, listen. If you want to go to the game, I'd get your tickets early. I'd get them quickly, okay? If you want to go to Bradley Cleveland Friday night, and the weather is looking better, down to about a 40% chance of rain. You know, Southeast Tennessee, my Lord, weather could change at the drop of a hat, much like your personality or your hair, for instance, Bridget. So anyway, and good morning again to Sharon Parker, who is Bridget's stylist, who's lost her license 12 times because of Bridget. Keeps getting it back. You know, she pays a little bit. But anyway, no kidding. So Larry's got your tickets. Town Squire. I'd get them today. Now, I know he's going to have a run on him Friday, but, oh, my. What a matchup Friday night.
It's the fall wardrobe sale at the Town Squire. Need dress or casual shoes? They've got them. New sweater or vest? They've got them. Great customer service, free gift wrapping? The Town Squire has both. Need an even better deal? They've got that too. Check out the $25 t-shirt rack or visit the closeout racks with quarter zips, button downs, and pullovers, all priced to sell. At the shop that appreciates the customer, the Town Squire, where all sportswear is 20% off regular price during the month of October. The Town Squire, Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland.
Idiocy. What do you mean? You go back there, Fruit Loops. I'm back there earlier yesterday. You're remodeling, and I've just asked you for something simple, and now you can't do it?
Yeah, that is not simple. It's not simple.
I will say, and I'm not talking about your voice, because it's still horrible, but the sound quality is much better since you've remodeled back there.
Yes, it should be. It should be.
But here's the thing. If you're remodeling, we should be able to do more, not less. And now you're telling me we can't do it.
That is the idea, but on day one, that's not going to happen.
It's a bunch of excuses. You know, that's all we get here.
I spent 10 hours in here yesterday. Don't. We're lucky we're on air.
Do that. We're lucky we're on air?
We're lucky that I'm on air.
I don't think anyone would ever describe this as luck to hear you on the radio or television. Ever. Okay?
Yes, boss.
You fall asleep? Cowboys beat the just try to do something back there. Cowboys beat the Chargers 20-17 last night, Monday Night Football. Hey, they had a fight before the game. Probably more interesting than the game. National League Championship Series Game 1 last night goes to the Philadelphia Phillies, 5-3 over the Diamondbacks. Phillies up 1-0, best of 7, Game 2 tonight at 8:07, first pitch on Turner Broadcasting. ALCS Game 2. How about the Rangers? They won both games in Houston. They beat the Astros 5-4. Of course, the Astros are there at the home of Enron. Well, of course, that makes a lot of sense. Rangers up 2-0. All right, girls soccer region semifinals last night. Walker Valley shut out Bradley Central 7-0. That's a girls soccer region semifinal, or 7-0 since we're talking soccer. Walker Valley 7-0 over Bradley Central High School last night. The Associated Press Top 25 men's college basketball preseason poll is out this morning. Kansas, far and away, number 1. Duke, number 2. 3 is Purdue. 4 is Michigan State. 5 is Marquette. Tennessee, number 9. Guess who's not in the top 25? Yep, my UCLA Bruins. Nowhere to be found. Oh, whatever. It's preseason. Well, I had the privilege of being over at Cleveland High School yesterday morning, Gideon Ratcliffe and myself, for the big send-off of the Cleveland High School Lady Raiders volleyball team as they head to the state tournament. They will play they'll play Brentwood tonight at 6 o'clock at Murfreesboro-Siegel High School. Remember, they're trying to repeat as state champions. I caught up with head coach and ACC legend, Amy McGowan. Coach!
How are you?
How you doing?
Good.
Coach!
How are you?
How you doing?
Good.
So, first of all, I didn't remember this, but Casey Brock just told me you and Casey were back-to-back volleyball in 93, 94 Pratt. Is that right?
That's correct.
Now your daughters are trying to do the same thing. Is that right?
Yes.
That's incredible. I mean, it really is.
I think it's pretty neat.
How do you feel going into this one?
I feel like we're prepared. So we just got to get over there and take care of business. Thank you.
And I just heard somebody say, actually, about this, it's almost like going to work. It's just going.
It is. Like, last year, at one point, the girls were so exhausted because we practice and then we go to the gym and we play and then we eat and then we come back to the room and they were like, can we do something? And somebody said, let's go bowling. I said, okay. And then somebody said, no, that's not a good idea. But somebody moved their shoulder. So it's really not a lot of fun. It's fun afterwards.
Yeah, it's fun afterwards. Well, look, we're all pulling for you. Good luck. And, let's do it again.
Thank you so much for coming.
Tonight, they'll play Brentwood at Murfreesboro-Siegel High School. Coming up, Congressman Chuck Fleischmann live from Washington in about 30 seconds.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
And we are here at 7:45, where you're joined by 3rd District Congressman and our Congressman here in Bradley County, Chuck Fleischmann, live from Washington. Good morning, Congressman.
Good morning, Steve. Nice to be with you. Congratulations to the wonderful team, and I wish them well. It was so good to hear some celebration going on in Bradley County. We need a little celebration in Washington, D.C., sir.
I guess you do. It's obviously the biggest story, at least domestically here, and that is the Speaker of the House being vacant. All right, Congressman, you announced yesterday that you are supporting Jim Jordan for Speaker of the House. Why? Why is that?
Because he is the Republican nominee from the Republican conference. Remember this, I'm a loyal Republican. I love the Republican Party. In my view, in all due respect, the Democrats are destroying this country, literally with a capital D. We cannot have a coalition government with the Democrats. It would be fatal to our conservative agenda. Having said that, I was for McCarthy. He was our nominee. I voted for Scalise. He was on our nominee. He pulled out because he didn't think he had the votes. Jim Jordan won that election in our conference last week, and I told him, I said, Jim, in fact, I was with him last night. I said, you're the nominee, okay? You're Freedom Caucus. I am not, but you're our person. You're going to go on that floor and hopefully win today, and you got my vote.
Congressman, we're joined by Congressman Chuck Fleischmann, our 3rd District Congressman live from Washington, but numerous reports this morning. They talk about the meeting you had last night with several congressmen, but numerous reports this morning say that Jim Jordan is still short of the votes he needs. Is that accurate?
That is accurate. We had a good meeting last night in conference together as Republicans, closed door, no media, no cell phones. People aired their support. People aired their grievances, and I understand this. I understand where the conference is, but the world is a very dangerous place. As you know, I always vote to keep the government open. Some folks didn't want to do that, and look what happened in Israel. Look what happened with our troops. They would not have been paid. That's outrageous to have taken those positions, in my view. My point is, we're in a tough spot right now. The American people and my fellow Republicans are calling me saying, look, we've got to get back on the House floor. My energy and water appropriations bill and all the other bills are ready to go. We've got to get back to do the people's business. But, Steve, we cannot ever enter into a coalition government with the Democrats. They will destroy our agenda, and they will hurt this country, sir.
We're joined by Congressman Chuck Fleischmann live from Washington. Jim Jordan, quoted by the New York Times this morning, said, quote, we need to get a speaker tomorrow. That is his last night, so that being today. He said, we need to be helping our best friend and closest ally, Israel, end quote. So I know that the vote schedule, or I guess the first vote scheduled for noon today, Congressman, are you expecting a repeat? I mean, last time in January, you and I visited quite a bit around that time when it took 15 rounds to elect Kevin McCarthy as Speaker at that time, which you were very active in. What are you expecting today when they gavel in at noon?
It's an excellent question. I will be there. We will first of all have a quorum call to make sure we have enough members there to elect a speaker. I think that will happen. A few members are not present, and a few seats are vacant by virtue of retirement and the like on both sides. So it won't take 218. It'll probably take 217 or 216 to get there. I expect an interesting first round vote. I expect every Democrat to be against us, as they were when they voted to vacate the chair against McCarthy. But this may take several rounds, and Mr. Jordan will have to see if, in fact, he can get there or not. And I wish him well. I will be voting for him, and we'll see what happens after that. I will say this, Steve. If this drags on 5, 10 rounds and it starts to devolve, look for some other names on the floor to see who might be able to unify us. But under no circumstances will I be for a coalition government with the Democrats. They are trying to bait some Republicans on that. We're not going to take the bait.
Joined by Congressman Chuck Fleischmann. Also reported this morning that Jim Jordan is reportedly telling some congressmen that he would support tying funding for Israel and the Ukraine together. Can you speak to that story at all?
I cannot. That is a new report for me. As I understand it, and Steve, you know I'm probably Israel's strongest supporter in the House. I protected Iron Dome against Tlaib last year when Nancy Pelosi tried to appease the squad by taking Iron Dome funding out. Democrats, one thing about it, Steve, is whether it's my constituents on the middle, the right, or the left, I will be honest with them and shoot them straight. The Democrats were trying to unfund Iron Dome, and then they were lying about it. And Tlaib went to the floor, and she said, no, we are going to defund it, and I just buried her on the floor because I stood up for Israel. We've got to help Israel. They are our only true ally in the Middle East. Hamas is a terrorist organization, plain and simple, and they must be defeated. Having said that, I'm one of the Republicans who has supported Ukraine aid. Putin's a thug. He's got me and my colleagues on a list of criminals in Russia. He is threatening to use nuclear weapons. He has gone into that country, in my view, wrongly. We do need accountability. We need to find out where the money's going and how it's going. I don't think Joe Biden knows, okay? I don't think Joe Biden knows what day of the week it is, to be candid. My point is, I think those votes need to stay separate because about half of my conference is against more Ukraine aid and about half are for it. Wherever you are, that's fine in my view. But I do think we do not need to tie it to Israel aid because we have got to get an aid package for Israel as soon as possible.
We're joined by Congressman Chuck Fleischmann. Just a few minutes remaining here on a very busy day for Congressman Fleischmann. Let me go to the Israel story, Congressman. We know that the House of Representatives, Congress in full, knows things about this conflict and what's to come. Obviously, more than what the average person would know. What can you tell us? We're hearing and seeing the reports, even this morning. First of all, that the president has announced he's leaving and going to Tel Aviv later tonight. He is going to visit in person. However, we are also apparently waiting on the Israeli ground attack, it would say, according to some reports, even this morning. What can you tell us about what's happening over there?
What I'm discussing is totally in an unclassified sense, but so I thank you for that caveat and disclaimer. But I can tell you this. Hamas is still firing rockets into Israel. Iron Dome has been working about 90% of the time. Hamas is basically using, first of all, they've taken hostages. They're using their own people as human shields. They have got to be defeated. We've got to stand behind Israel 100% and say this is something that the world can no longer tolerate. Israel has a right to defend itself. That will deal with the Hamas situation in Gaza. Here are the potential dangers. In the north, and I've been to Israel, so I can talk to this, Lebanon has a group called Hezbollah. It's a group that generally is a rival group to Hamas, but they, like Hamas, have been funded by the Iranians. They, too, from the north, have started to threaten Israel. We have to make sure that we can tell the Israelis, look, if Hezbollah from the north, from Lebanon, makes an incursion, we're going to back them. So that's another potential hot spot. Other things, the Golan Heights in Syria, there's been some firing. If you recall, in the 1967 war, when Israel was attacked by its neighbors, as they were in 48, 67, and 73, and then last week, Israel was able to move and protect itself in the Golan Heights area. So that's another area. So the reality, Steve, is Israel is surrounded by foes. Fortunately, it has some good friends in the region. But the United States will need to stand up and support Israel. Biden's got a tough job. I get on him all the time because I see how inept he is as a president. and it infuriates me. I miss Donald Trump. I'm a Trump guy. Let me be plain and simple about that. But Biden's got a very difficult job. What he needs to do, he needs to focus. He needs to be articulate. He needs to be clear. That is a problem for him typically. This is his time to stand up and tell Israel and the world that we're going to stand with them and try to make sure that Israel can be protected. This could lead to escalated conflict. Steve, we do not need an escalation at this time.
Joined by Congressman Chuck Fleischmann. Well, Congressman, I know you've got a very busy day. You guys being Congress, going to gavel in at noon today. But listen, I wonder if you may have a little extra time when you're doing resolutions and voting for Speaker. I know you've got a really good friend here in Bradley County Commissioner Denny Collins, who's having a birthday today. I wonder if you could just, I know he's been a longtime friend of yours. I wonder if you could just do a special resolution for him today, just while you're voting for Speaker.
There you go. I wish I could. I'll do it right now. Happy birthday to you. The reality is we can't do anything on the House floor until we get a Speaker. So, which is amazing. But I wish him a very, very happy birthday. Yeah. Also, Steve, so that your listeners know, this morning at 8:30, I'm having breakfast with our great governor, Bill Lee. He's coming up to meet with me.
Is he trying to be Speaker?
No, I wouldn't do that to him. I like him too much.
Hey, tell him. Tell him I said that.
Bill, yeah, I'll do that. I'll say, Bill, come on down. Take a walk with me.
Come on, Bill.
On the floor.
Come on, man.
Yeah. You know what he'd say? I thought you liked me.
Oh, well, hey.
But the reality is, I'll be with Haggerty and Blackburn, our great senators, and we're going to have breakfast this morning and talk things over. But please, please, please tell the great folks of Bradley County I love them. I love East Tennessee. I love our job. I love the House. I promise you, I will stay here until we get the job done. I haven't even been to a UT home football game this year. That
oh, good Lord. What is this world coming to?
Yes, exactly.
Come on, Chuck.
Isn't that, well, I've been here working. Isn't that amazing? When are you going to come? It's like, hey, when are you going to come? So let's get past this so I can go up and see us beat UConn at homecoming, and we'll get it done. But thank you for what you do. God bless you all in East Tennessee. Please keep praying for our country. We need it.
And finally, I promise I'll let you go, but what's on the menu for breakfast? You guys going to Waffle House? What's happening?
Well, I'm buying, of course. Because, so, you know that. You get Haggerty, Blackburn, and Lee in the room.
Oh, man.
Going to get the test. Fleischmann, right?
All right.
But be that as it may, I'm going to let them get. We actually have very good food at the Capitol Hill Club. That's our Republican club.
There we go.
Where we go. So I'm going to let them get whatever they want, but we'll have a good time. And I tell you what, all four of us will be working hard for the people of the great state of Tennessee.
Just tell the governor to go easy on the mimosas, okay? I'm just kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Thanks, Chuck.
Thank you.
Have a great.
Absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, he's only going to go and vote on Speaker of the House. I mean, come on.
Goodness. Yeah.
Well, we appreciate his candor. All right, Simmons Bank celebration list. What do you got?
All right, happy birthday to County Commissioner Denny Collins today, as you were just talking about. Keith Watson is also having a birthday today over at Village Tire. Caitlin Roan is 17 today, a student at Walker Valley. She's also an ambassador for ATS The Bridge. Xandra sent that in to us.
Xandra's never met her. She's just reading the list.
She says Caitlin is fabulous.
Yeah, she is.
Kylie Rayfield is having a birthday today. She is the instructional coach at Prospect Elementary. She is loved and appreciated by her Viking family there.
I was there the day she met her husband. What she calls a dark day.
Really?
Brett Rayfield. Yeah.
Okay.
I was there that day, as a matter of fact.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Brian and Carrie Dennis, they are celebrating their third wedding anniversary today. That's from Christian, Savannah, Hunter, and Caitlin. And then I received a very special message from the Dillard and Stewart families. Brittany Dillard is celebrating her first birthday in heaven today.
Oh, dear.
And so they want to remember her. And so, again, that is from the Dillard and Stewart families.
Oh, my goodness. And Bridget, they're having a very special event tonight at Westmore Church of God. Is that right?
Yeah. So their organization, the 24/7 Movement, they're having their official launch dinner tonight, and I'm going to be honored to be there tonight there at Westmore. So
that's great. Well, I don't know if you were invited, but
I was invited. Thank
hopefully
you.
my friend Raj Patel will get you in, or whoever. God love them, I tell you. And they're doing a wonderful, wonderful work.
They are.
It is 8 a.m. Tell you what, we're going to take a quick break here. News is right around the corner. Stand by.
At CHI Memorial, a team of stroke specialists offer comprehensive.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
She's up in the Goodyear blimp this morning.
Oh, wow.
Over to you.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway and anytime at donledford.com. Crews are still working to clear up that accident on Paul Huff Parkway in front of Cheddar's. And at last check, we did receive this text saying that there was a lane open going eastbound and westbound, and traffic was actually moving pretty well. That was just a few minutes ago that someone texted that in to us. So again, Paul Huff Parkway right there in front of Cheddar's. Crews working to clear up an accident that happened earlier this morning. As always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ritapest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Instead of me getting Fleischmann to say happy birthday to Commissioner Denny Collins. By the way, even saying that still is just ridiculous. But instead of me saying that, I should have asked for expungement for him and Cassie being over at Ulta on Sunday afternoon.
It's fake news.
Did they think it was some sort of just grab and go type thing, kind of like I did at what is it?
Henete.
Mm-hmm. Denny's apparently getting a lot of calls. And look, and by the way, well, if you're going to call or text Denny this morning, make sure and tell him happy birthday and God loves him.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen him in church in a while, though. He's gone southbound, I understand. Well, literally and figuratively. But we need to ask Denny and Cassie, of course, where were they Sunday about 1 o'clock? Was it maybe DJ Baxx?
Oh, goodness. This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated. Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland, 423-339-3231.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Mix 104.1 is celebrating 30 years of being on air. We are celebrating by giving away 30 prizes over 30 weeks. Presented by TVFCU Mortgage. Register today at mymix1041.com.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
So I guess for over 44 years now, our recipe for success has been rather simple. Just make the best mattresses that we can, offer them at the best price we can to our loyal customers, and hopefully we'll get some more in the Chattanooga area. Now we're into our third generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our fourth generation too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Get that?
Mm-hmm.
So, both directions.
Yeah.
No, you're saying toward...
Well, if you're headed on Paul Huff going toward Target, you're going to have to detour through the Home Depot Outback parking lot.
Oh, Lord.
You can't get through there.
Oh, my goodness. What a nightmare.
Yeah.
Ugh.
There's one lane open going the other direction, but still super slow.
Inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Now's the time to take advantage of 5 years interest-free financing when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic mattress set from this area's original Tempur-Pedic dealer, Mermaid Mattress.
All right, for today, we'll have partly cloudy skies, a high of 66 and a low of 39 this evening. For tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 72 and a low of 48. Partly cloudy on Thursday with a high of 71. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 39 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terrell. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit them online at centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios, this is Mix 104.1 WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens. Download the free Mix 104.1 app at mymix1041.com.
The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com. Fox News is next. Presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
News. I'm Chris Foster. There's a vote planned this afternoon on a new Speaker of the House. Ohio Republican Jim Jordan's trying to lock up the votes.
Jordan spent the weekend speaking with dozens of holdouts, many of whom now say they intend to vote for the Judiciary Committee chairman. That list includes Alabama Republican Mike Rogers, an ally of ousted Speaker Kevin McCarthy and the chairman of the House Armed Services Committee. Still, several House Republicans have indicated they intend to withhold support, at least on a first ballot.
Fox's Jared Halpern. President Biden will be in Israel tomorrow.
This trip will make him the first head of state to visit Israel since Hamas launched their deadly attacks on October 7th. He'll then head to Jordan to meet with Arab leaders, including the Palestinian Authority president, about the humanitarian crisis in Gaza.
Fox's Brooks Singen. There's a manhunt for 4 inmates who've broken out of jail in Macon, Georgia, out a damaged window through a cut in a fence. One of the escapees is a murder suspect. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, as part of our local and state news, we're going to be joined now by Arlette Robinson with Bradley County. She's the CTE director for Bradley County Schools. And Renny, Renny Whittenbarger. Whittenbarger?
Yes.
See, and sorry, Martha Whittenbarger was my keyboarding teacher at Cleveland High School. The most useful class I ever had.
Oh, she's a grand lady. I remember her. She was teaching when I first started.
Okay, Whittenbarger,
but a
Whittenbarger at all.
different set of Whittenbargers.
Yeah, okay, so a little different there.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning. And first of all, Arlette, congratulations. You've just had your first grandbaby. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. Congratulations. I asked them how their fall break went, and you mentioned that, so it's wonderful. This is a special week, National Manufacturing Week. You've been in here before to talk about this. Arlette, I want to start with you. The changing face of manufacturing. What's it like now?
You know, it's not the dirty old factories that people once thought of. It's very automated, very skilled. Students need a skill set that they haven't needed before, and that's our job. That's my job. That's Renny's job, to get programs in our schools to prepare our students for these careers. And it's just a great week, Manufacturing Week. Actually, it's Manufacturing Month is what we celebrate here. Yeah, we celebrate the whole month, and it's just great to honor our great manufacturing history that we have in Bradley County and work with our great manufacturers that we have here.
Right. Yes, it's amazing what the Chamber does for our community and for our school systems. Arlette and I have probably both been guilty of taking for granted the industry base we have in this area. Absolutely. We are truly blessed. And these people will open their doors and open our hearts to our school systems and to our students, allowing them to come in and participate like in Manufacturing Week, and where they shoulder to shoulder with our students and come up with projects, and those students are getting that opportunity in our classrooms, and which we hope will generate a workforce that is beneficial for our local needs.
All right, so Renny, I want to go back to you and just let's provide an individual update from each system. What's happening as far as your area, CTE, with Cleveland City Schools? What's the latest?
The latest, obviously at the forefront right now, is this Manufacturing Week is taking place right now. For those that may not know exactly what's taking place, industry sends people in, professionals from those companies, into our classroom, and really what it is a design challenge for our students. Throws out a real world that is applicable to their business and industry, and those students work shoulder to shoulder with those professionals to create a product or to manufacture a product or better a process within that company, hopefully saving them money, but also the more important thing is those students getting that experience. But things are still going great with Cleveland CTE, very much in demand. We have to unfortunately deny kids to get into our class each year because we just don't have the staff. We just can't fill every student's want and desire. So we are blessed. Students are interested in it. They want to take these classes. They see the relevance of it. They see the career opportunities of it, and make excellent money on top of it, and live at home if they want to, or they can go abroad if they want to with those skill sets. But the big thing going now is we're still building an airplane. So we have signed you up, Steve, to be the first person to fly in that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm in.
And Dr. Dyer will be right beside you. So
yeah, and I understand parachutes are available. Is that what, maybe for one of us, or what?
Well, that's an accessory.
Arlette Robinson, same question about Bradley County Schools.
Well, I want to piggyback off of what Renny was saying about Manufacturers Week. We're so excited to have all of our partners, Salinas, Whirlpool, Eaton, Walker, Peak Performance, Polymer Components, Duracell. It just goes, a lot of them goes on and on. But not only do the students do these projects, but they go through the industries. They learn about the industries and they research that background. And so that's really good. They get this one-on-one connection. I've always said they don't know what they don't know. And this Manufacturing Week really lets them get into that. And as far as Bradley County Schools, we're doing great. We have our 29 different programs of study within the different pathways, the different career clusters, and we had the opportunity to do Pie-Palooza. We love pie. We had Pie-Palooza with 800 students came out to see the programs, participate in different activities with pie. But one of the things that we really love that the whole community can look at, get involved with, is the Be Pro, Be Proud mobile unit. So Renny had mentioned earlier the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce. The Tennessee Chamber of Commerce has this mobile unit that comes out, and students can try on different careers virtually. And there were 16 different career clusters, but our whole community can get involved if they're looking for programs of study, they're looking for jobs in the Be Pro, gobeproud.org, and it was just remarkable for our students. We had it at Pye, then at Bradley and Walker Valley for a huge STEM day on Friday, and it was just a really good event, for a good set of events for us before fall break, leading up to this manufacturing week. And we do a lot of things in CTE that we highlight, but this month is about manufacturing.
You know what I love about it? It's just so relative. It is absolutely relative to a child's future and to their careers, and I think it's more relative now than it's ever been. Is that right, Renny, you think?
Very much so. Arlette and I can't go to a meeting that in a professional way these business and the industry are screaming at us. You know, we need this skill set. We need that talent.
Well, they're screaming at you for other reasons.
Well, but that's true. That's true, too. I told them, get in line. Get in line. Yeah.
No, but it's amazing. Yeah. All right, final question. That's going to be the toughest question I'll ask today. Bradley, Cleveland, Friday night. Who wins? Arlette.
Well, I have on black today.
Well, and I know. I was going to say, it's a blackout from what I'm being told Friday night at Cleveland High School.
I have on black, so I'm going to have to go with our Bears.
With your employer. That would make a lot
I'm going to have to go with Damon Floyd and the Bears.
Oh, man, Damon gets a shout-out. Renny Whittenbarger.
Well, she has the perfect right to be wrong. But I'm not going to say a word. I'll just point it out.
Oh, man, I love it. Guys, really, no kidding, appreciate what you both do. And I know you represent a lot of people on teams all over the systems. So God bless you and thank you for what you're doing very much.
God bless and go Bears.
Yeah.
Wow! Oh, man! She took the opportunity! I love it. Thank you both. And Renny's just sitting there silent.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Mic drop.
Mic drop.
We're out.
Shepherd Shelter Insurance, 2334 Key Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
Oh, man, we're still recovering. Arlette's trying out for a new career, apparently. She wants to be a co-host now. Thanks, brother. Good to see you. God bless you. Let's get a second in the Bridget, tell me what's happening out on Paul Up especially.
Okay, yeah, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway and anytime at donledford.com. Crews are still working to clear up that accident on Paul Huff Parkway. It happened earlier this morning in front of Cheddar's, and at last check, the westbound lanes are closed, and they are rerouting traffic through the Home Depot and Outback parking lot there to get back onto Paul Huff there from Mouse Creek Road. So again, that's Paul Huff Parkway there in front of Cheddar's. A slow go there this morning, so expect delays in that area. We would suggest taking an alternate route if possible. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA, where all are welcome, with membership solutions for everyone, regardless of income. Find out more at ymcachattanooga.org.
This is one of those days, folks. You're going to want to go back if you missed anything. We've been very busy this morning. You go to mixtv.tv. Hey, Fruit Loops, you remodel your control room, your Mix TV control room back there.
Yeah.
Are they seeing what I'm seeing on the screen?
Yeah, no, they're not.
Because what I'm seeing in here is
split box.
Double your pleasure, double your fun. Because they've got a mixtv.tv right now are basically the same thing and opposite each other. Is that on that screen?
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me that's not going out over the air on Mixed TV?
No, it's not.
You're a loser. First, I don't believe you.
You don't? Well, I don't want to tell you. Good luck to you.
What are you on NPR? What's the matter with you? All of a sudden, you've taken it way down. Go ahead, Bridget.
Just got another update here. We appreciate our listeners this morning coming through in a big way.
Whatever.
Paul Huff Parkway.
About time they did something.
All of the cars that were involved in that wreck have now been towed, and they are just now cleaning up the debris. So it shouldn't be long before they have to stop rerouting. So thank you so much for that.
Well, and apparently, and we got a report because they've been rerouting traffic through the Outback parking lot that they were handing out blooming onions. They're trying to calm everybody down who apparently lost their religion from Sunday. And if you want to lose your religion quickly, although I know the Baptists don't believe in that, that's fine. But anyway, we'll see. We don't need a comment. But Paul Huff, you get on Paul Huff at any time of the day, pretty much, and you're going to lose what you gained on Sunday because you got a bunch of people who don't know how to drive.
Just be patient. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
This half hour of Mixed Mornings is brought to you by Refined Looks Plastic Surgery and the Hayes Hand Center.
Whether you're looking for a subtle change to your face or a more dramatic transformation for your body, Refined Looks leads the way.
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year, offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices, keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups, making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
Hey listeners, there's a new buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
The summer sales event is on at Cleveland Ford, and the car business is back. Inventory's back, discounts are back, and interest rates are down. Cleveland Ford even has trade-in assistance cash available, so hurry to Cleveland Ford today, because now is the time to buy.
Hello.com.
All right, this portion of Mixed Mornings is sponsored by Wendy's.
At Wendy's, you can try the 2 for $3 Biggie Bundle. You can choose between 2 breakfast items, sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, or a medium hot coffee. Again, that's the 2 for $3 Biggie Bundle, available now at Wendy's.
They need to try their breakfast if you haven't. Let's 8:23. Tell you what, Bridget, actually before the weather, I want to go back. We've not checked our Simmons Bank celebration list in quite a while.
Okay, happy birthday to Bradley County Commissioner Denny Collins today. Also, Keith Watson over at Village Tire is celebrating a birthday today.
Denny hates me more than he usually does.
Good.
So, well, that's fine. I mean, you know, I'm just reporting the news.
Also, Caitlin Roan is 17 today, a student at Walker Valley. She's also an ambassador for ATS The Bridge. Kylie Rayfield is celebrating a birthday today, instructional coach at Prospect Elementary, and the birthday wish says she is loved and appreciated by her Viking family there. Brian and Carrie Dennis, they are celebrating their 3rd wedding anniversary today. That is from Christian, Savannah, Hunter, and Caitlin. And then also a couple just in here. Let's see, Barbara Berger is having a birthday today.
Barbara Berger, she's been listening forever.
Yeah,
hello,
and then
Barbara.
Her twin is Bobby Reynolds, so he's celebrating a birthday today as well. Yeah,
Barbara and Bobby, is that right?
That's right.
Kind of like Rudy and Judy Felton.
That's right, yes.
There you
go. Lynn Newman is having a birthday today. Lynn is 59 today. That is from the grandkids.
Man, we love Lynn Newman. That's a couple of longtime listeners. Barbara Berger, Lynn Newman.
Yeah. And then we also received a message earlier from the Dillard and Stewart families. They want to wish Brittany Dillard a very happy first birthday in heaven today. So happy birthday to her, thinking about the Dillard and Stewart families this morning. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. ideas. We'll take those on the Volunteer Rid-A-Pest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they are with you every step of the way. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
Go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Stearns & Foster has been making America's best mattresses since 1846. When you buy one at Mermaid, we'll give you $300 in free merchandise at locally owned Mermaid Mattress.
All right, for today, we'll have partly cloudy skies, a high of 66 and a low of 39 this evening. For tomorrow, mainly sunny, a high of 72 and a low of 48. Partly cloudy on Thursday with a high of 71. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 39 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned, serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
State Representative Kevin Raper in the studio this morning. Kevin, how are you, buddy?
I am blessed beyond measure. I'm telling you, every one of my days evolved between good and great.
So that's a tremendous story to tell. And I know, speaking of a story to tell, you have something you'd like to say here this morning.
I do, and thank you very much to 1041 for allowing me to come and speak this morning. I'm always appreciative. And yes, I want to announce my reelection bid for the State House of Representatives. I ran on two promises, and I've fulfilled both. One was I would never embarrass Cleveland, and my fidelity and integrity and honesty is intact. And the next thing is I told everyone, I said, I will not raise your taxes. And in fact, we had the largest tax savings for the people of Tennessee that has ever been. It was $200 million plus, excuse me, that we saved this year. So I hope it continues. Right now we are at a budget shortfall, so I don't know how that will all transpire. But anyway, we're working on a number of issues.
Well, and that's one thing. We're joined by State Representative Kevin Raper, who's announced his reelection bid here this morning. And so let me ask you this. What's surprised you? Has anything really surprised you since you've gotten to Nashville and been in the State House?
Yes, great question. I can tell you this, that when you are running for the first time for a seat in the legislature and you have all these hopes and dreams and you think that you're going to change the world, especially Tennessee, and when you're elected, you find out that you're one of 99 and you're not going to have the impact that you actually think you're going to have. But it's a process, and we try to sell our bills well, and I was very lucky on the number of things that I was able to pass this year.
We're joined by State Representative Kevin Raper, who's announcing this morning his intention, a re-election campaign, and so of course this is subject to 2026. See, 2024. No, that's next year. I'm
yes,
sorry.
Sir.
My goodness, I got to get my mind right here. And again, you went into the House of Representatives at a particularly contentious time. I mean, all of the we saw the expulsions. Of course, we've seen the what seemed to be different measures, which really were very emotional topics and things that happened. What was that part of it like, coming at like I said, at a really tumultuous time in the State House?
Well, we would have rookie legislators turn to each other and said, "Can you believe we ran for this? I mean, this is unbelievable." So, and some of the veterans over there would even apologize, says, "We never thought that you coming in, you'd be indoctrinated this way." But it's all a challenge. You expect all kinds of things, and I have experienced a number of things, but most of those have been really good. good and really positive. And the people over there, they get a bad name, of course, and probably including me, but good, fine Christian people. And as a whole, the people want to help the state of Tennessee.
All right, State Representative Kevin Raper, who's announcing his intention to run for re-election next year. How do people find out more about you, more about the campaign? What would you tell them?
Well, I have kevinraper.com, and I have a video on there. The next thing is I have 2 Facebook sites. I have one that's Kevin Raper, State Representative. The other one is just my personal site. Each one of the things that I do as I guess you just say a favor to the local people is this. When we are in session, I try to do a weekly update just to keep people informed. And my contention has been this. I do not want Nashville to feel like it's 3 hours away. I want it to feel like it's a phone call away right here in Cleveland. So you can look at all the website. And one of the things I'm most proud of is this. I get a number of emails and letters and calls to my office and so on. And I don't believe there's a single one that I have not returned yet, whether you're in agreement or not. I always want to communicate with you. I always want to hear your concerns and your feedback, and I value it. And I think that most of the people in the area know that I align with the belief system of this area.
State Representative Kevin Raper announcing his re-election bid for next year. Kevin, thank you for coming. I appreciate you doing that here.
Thank you very much, and appreciate both of you, and thanks for all you do for the community. And the last thing I want to say is this. I thought I was going to be a little late, but I was trying to get one of those free blooming onions this morning. But I found out that Denny was harboring all those.
Yeah,
so.
Denny, Commissioner Collins' birthday today. He feels he deserves everything, apparently.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin.
Great seeing you both.
Coming up, we're going to be joined by Jimmy Logan, who's on the phone. So, James, hang on. He is going to be joining us and talking about the Lee University softball game, Alpha Gamma Chi, and we're going to talk to them during sports, and we'll do that in just a moment. Stand by.
This news update is brought to you by Newlyweds Foods. Newlyweds Foods
I told my
hiring.
son to find
Call
me
them
the
at
nicest place to
423-55
live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates. A $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. $66.10.
Whether you're looking for a subtle change to your face or a more dramatic transformation for your body, Refined Looks leads the way. Call our Cleveland office at 423-331-5300 or visit refinedlooks.com to book your appointment. Beauty begins here.
Let's go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center at 8:34.
Our anniversary Lindsay Line Queen mattress is on sale now for only $499. A mattress you can flip and rotate just like you used to, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
For today, we'll have partly cloudy skies, a high of 66 and a low of 39 this evening. For tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 72 and a low of 48. Partly cloudy on Thursday with a high of 71. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 39 degrees.
This Mix 104.1 Weathercast is sponsored by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of the aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
And we're joined here on Sports, our CHI Memorial Sports Desk with Jimmy Logan. Jimmy, good morning.
Good morning to you, Steve. What a beautiful morning it is. It puts a little step. What is it? You can step a few inches higher every time you walk down the streets.
Well, boy,
Steve,
I need that.
Reporting. Yeah, well, certainly you need about 6 feet of elevators. No. Steve, there's a little a automobile accident at the intersection of Broad and 2nd Street there right beside the courthouse, and the ambulance services are there and the fire trucks, folks, if you want to go around that intersection at this time.
Where's that, Jimmy?
Probably save you a few minutes. It's at Broad Street and 2nd Street Northwest, right there at the corner by the courthouse.
Okay. We've been dealing with that issue, on Paul Huff all morning. And Bridget, how's that going before we get back to Jimmy here?
Yeah, so at last check, they were clearing up the debris. All the cars had been towed, so it should be back open here shortly.
All right, Jimmy, I know you've been part of this Alpha Gamma Chi marathon softball, Guinness softball game for years and years. Tell me what's happening.
Well, great event. Started Wednesday night at 7 p.m. with the fraternity attempting to break the record, not only of the hours played continuously, but also to raise a little more money than they have in the past. Steve, what a group of young men, and, of course, many of the young ladies and women of the Lee University family were there to aid and assist as they went through 120 hours of continuous play of softball. Yesterday morning when I got there, a few of them were a little delirious in the outfield, and there was a batter who was trying to throw the bat up over his head, and you know where that wound up.
Did they hit you?
Everybody seemed to we wound up where he was trying to pitch it across his back and catch it. It struck the back of his head. No serious injury. He was already a bit idled by the length of time.
You're there trying to sign him up as a client. Hey, Bridget just told me. Bridget, tell me what you just told me.
Yeah, Owen was part of that. So, yeah, it ended last night, and he came in, ate dinner, went straight up to bed at 8 o'clock.
Is he in Kai?
No. They just needed some extra players.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, it was a great event, and the community turned out, as did the Lee University family, mothers and fathers. And the wonderful thing, Steve, was that many of the people there actually participated in the 1986 as we started this journey to maintain the world record of continuous play of softball. And what a great time we had to kick that off right there in the studios of WCLE. And that really helped, got some energy in the community, I think. And, of course, the president was there. But what was fabulous was to renew acquaintances with the folks in 1986 and then again in 2005. And, wow, 120 hours.
Jimmy, I tell you, if you wanted to grab some of them maybe and invite them in, maybe you can bring them in and we could really put a capstone on this at some point.
We'll do that, Steve. Thank you so much, and thanks for the support you always give to the people who are trying to make us a better community, and we make it better every day, Steve.
Hey, I will tell you, your buddy Austin, who I know you've sued on my behalf several times, our television producer, hey, Fruit Loops, put the picture back up there, because let me tell you something. Jimmy Logan has lost about 100 pounds since that picture using from 1984, and he and I will see you in court.
Well, I wish I were there, but I'm sitting here waiting to go in front of a judge. I'm here to try to prepare and not talk about future litigation.
Well, that's fine. Just call me about it. Call me about it later.
Will do.
All right, thanks, Jimmy.
Bye-bye.
All right, I'll tell you what, quick sports headlines. Of course, Jimmy, no kidding, just such a big part of the Guinness Book of World Records marathon softball game. He has been since 1986. Quickly, though, Monday Night Football last night, Cowboys over the Chargers 20-17 on the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. NLCS Game 1 last night, Phillies over the Diamondbacks 5-3. Phillies up 1 game to none. Game 2 tonight, 8:07 on TBS. Bridget, how about it? The Rangers have gone to Houston. They won both games, beat the cheating Astros 5-4 last night. They're up 2-0 in the ALCS.
That's right. Go Rangers.
There you go. Name one player on the Rangers,
Yeah,
Bridget.
exactly.
I'd say Nolan Ryan. Cleveland volleyball in the state tournament tonight at Siegel High School. They'll play Brentwood at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. You can go to mixtv.tv, see what I did. We went over, Getty and I, and covered their send-off yesterday. Wonderful atmosphere at Cleveland High School yesterday morning. Girls soccer region semifinals. Walker Valley shut out Bradley 7-0 in the girls soccer region. Walker Valley moves on to the region championship. And the Associated Press top 25 men's college basketball preseason poll out this morning. Kansas won big time. Duke 2, Purdue 3, Michigan State 4, 5 is Marquette, Tennessee number 9. My UCLA Bruins, Bridget, not on the list.
Oh, not right.
We missed
That's
it.
terrible.
How about it? Let's say hello to Lauren Tygard and Andrea Bodecker. Say that. Did I get that right?
Good job, Steve.
Well, I know you were a Carol, is that right?
Yes, sir.
I knew that. All right. Hey, it's all right. Lauren, Andrea, good morning. How are you?
Great.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Lauren, of course, with the EXP Real Estate and the Darren Miller Hero Homes team. And Andrea has Card My Yard, which is taking off like a rocket.
Thank you.
Here locally. Lauren, I want to begin with you, though. You've told me you're doing a contest.
We are. I have paired up with Andrea for Card My Yard because I'm obsessed with what they do. I love it so much. It's just awesome. So we have decided to do a Halloween home decorating contest. People love the holidays. People love Halloween. So get your decorations out, your 12-foot skeletons from Home Depot. I came this close from buying it. Chandler made me take it back.
Thank God.
Yeah. But put them out and submit it, and you can win a $300 Visa gift card.
Whoa!
And you find out you won by Andrea's awesome Card My Yard decorations.
Oh, I love it. Andrea, so tell us your involvement in this. How's that going to work?
Yeah, sure. So we decided to sponsor this together. Lauren reached out with a great idea, and I just thought it sounded like a lot of fun, which is really what Card My Yard is all about. It's just we like to have fun and make people smile. So we're just co-sponsoring that, and then after all the submissions are entered, I think we're going to take those until the 29th.
Yes.
Then our judge panel will decide who the winning house is.
No, wait, what?
Maybe we should include you on that.
No,
Yeah, maybe.
I'm never on any panel. I want to know the names and numbers of the people on the panel.
No, this is top
We're going to start bribing them.
This is like jury selection.
Yes.
Okay.
Top
okay,
secret.
Fine. That's all right.
So anyway, on Halloween morning, we'll set up a sign for the winning house.
Oh, I love it.
Be in their front yard to kind of go along with their Halloween decorations.
So Halloween morning, our tradition is, and we're glad to have picked this up post-COVID, we're at Townhouse Bake Shop. Every Halloween morning, we're going to be back there. We'll be in costume, which we can't announce yet what we're doing. But anyway, why don't either you come by or let us know, and we'll
that would be awesome.
if you have it by then.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. We're drawing, first of all, by Lauren Tygard and Andrea Bodecker, representing EXP Real Estate. You can go to laurentygard.com or cardmyyard/Cleveland-TN. Is that .com?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the flyer here.
Yes, sir.
All right, so how do they enter this?
So they will take a picture of your home. Just one, please.
I see that here, highlighted, just one.
Just one. And send it to my email, which is Lauren, Lauren, at laurentygard.com, LaurenTygard.com. And we will give it to our top secret judges.
Okay, the top secret. My sister is Lauren, and that's how my mother spelled it, I guess, Lauren. I'm well acquainted. Andrea,
Yes, sir.
while we've got you here, Card My Yard. So
besides this Halloween contest, how can people get involved with you? What do they need to do, and what can you do for people?
Sure. So we celebrate every event, everything from birthdays, anniversaries. We did a proposal, which was super fun earlier this year. And then we actually carded their wedding when they got married too, so that was really, really sweet. But what we do is we set up signs. We carded for your birthday, for Chamber Coffee, for the mixed birthday. That was a lot of fun. But you'll see them anywhere around town. So we like to do setups for businesses and for schools. We did a lot of welcome back. We did a lot of graduations. We do the Chamber Coffee every month. So we have a lot of different options as far as what graphics we have, what kind of verbiage we can do, and it's a rental sign, so we set it up for as long as you want it, and then we come back and take it down. You don't really have to do anything. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. How do they
reach out to you if they want to get more information?
Sure. So the easiest way is just to go to our website. Our website is cardmyyard.com/Cleveland-TN. And that will give you every option of what kind of signage you can buy, what we can set up. You can look at all the list of all of our graphics. We just bought some new graphics for Veterans Day. And so we've got a lot of different types of things. But that's the best way to do it. You can also send us an email, Cleveland-TN@cardmyyard.com, or you can always call me. Anybody can call me anytime. Right. So my phone number is 614-981-0662 if you need a card. I'm more than happy to help you out with that. And yeah, we would love to.
And they're really fast. Like, they are Johnny on the spot. I called her at like, what, 4 o'clock for Coach Tygard's birthday, and they were there like
he actually told me, I saw him yesterday at the volleyball send-off for Cleveland.
He was thrilled.
He loved it. No, he really, I don't know if he did or not, but I mean, it sounded like it. Lauren, same question. Lauren Tygard, and of course, Lauren is the, you know what, let's just say this. He's your husband. Yeah. You're here. He's not here. Yeah. Chandler Tygard is the head football coach at Cleveland High. Obviously,
go Raiders.
Well, and I'll ask you about that in just a second. I noticed what you're wearing here this morning.
Is it EXP or Raiders? Who knows?
Oh! Let's talk about your real estate business and what you can do for people.
Yeah, so I'm working with buyers and sellers on both land and home. The market, you know, it's still moving. Interest rates are what they are. They're not going to be there forever, and you can always refinance. Date the rate, marry the home. That's what I say.
Oh, there you go.
Right. So yeah, anything you need to do, I'm here to do it. I, would like to stay in the Cleveland-ish area, but really the whole Tennessee Valley area, I'm happy to do it. You can start your home search today at laurentygard.com.
I love it. Great contest and a great idea. Again, it's a Halloween decoration. Here's the thing I like about Cleveland, Tennessee, the city with spirit, is that, we've got a church on every corner. Yet, we celebrate Halloween like there's nobody's business, baby. I want to tell you right now, we love some Halloween. All right, so it's a Halloween home decorating contest with Lauren Tygard, EXP Real Estate, and Andrea Bodecker at Card My Yard. One more reminder, Lauren, what they need to do here as we wrap up.
So take one picture of your home. You will email it to lauren@laurentygard.com. The super secret judges are going to convene on the 29th after you submit them, 29th and 30th, and we will pick a winner. You will find out by Andrea's lavish surprise in your yard, and then you will be gifted a $300 Visa gift card.
That's huge. What a great prize. Great idea. All right, so the question is, Andrea, I want to start with you.
Uh-oh.
Bradley, Cleveland, Friday night.
Oh, my gosh.
Pressure.
I haven't
let me ask you, are you originally from Cleveland?
I am not.
Okay. So, you know what?
But listen, I fully respect this rivalry.
I'm not going to put you on the spot. I'm not going to do this.
You see how red my face is right now?
Well, no. Bridget, would you stop telling me to do these things? This is horrible. I can't do this to her. Lauren, who's going to win? Bradley, Cleveland, Friday night. Now, you're on camera, by the way.
I think it's going to be a fantastic game.
It's going to be a great game.
There are great coaches and great athletes on both sidelines.
Oh, my Lord.
You go, girl.
This is
I'm fond of one coach in particular.
Well, I would think.
Right. But
and Chandler. Oh, no, it's a joke. It's a joke. Oh,
my gosh.
I mean, I would get a divorce if I didn't say go Raiders, right?
Well, actually, let's remember to sign your husband's paycheck. Anyway, so yeah, Cleveland High School, and then we'll see who wins.
I think it's going to be an awesome
It's
day.
going to be a great
Yeah, I think it's
Great atmosphere. Come
Hey,
on
and
out.
the weather, and I was talking to your husband about the weather yesterday when we talked. The weather's getting better.
It is.
Down, Bridget, I think we said it's down to a 40% chance of rain. Who knows? You know what? Southeast Tennessee, who knows? Larry McDaniel at Town Squire reminds you can get your tickets early at your high school football ticket hub for 46 years, the Town Squire. Larry's got them. Al Morris finally woke up from his nap at Cleveland High, the athletic director, and he took Larry the tickets. So now I wouldn't wait this year, folks. Now you're going to want to get your tickets early and do that. Thank you, ladies, very much.
Thank you.
Great idea. I love this.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a quick break right here. We've got a lot more to come. And if you've missed anything, you can go back and see. We had a very busy morning since about 6:30 a.m. You can go to mixtv.tv. And we're back in a moment.
At CHI Memorial.
Elevate your siding projects with Cleveland Exteriors. Ascend fiberglass siding built with lasting beauty and low maintenance. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional siding. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Mix 1041 is celebrating 30 years of being on air. We are celebrating by giving away 30 prizes over 30 weeks. Presented by TVFCU Mortgage. Register today at mymix1041.com.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, really, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
So I guess for over 44 years now, our recipe for success has been rather simple. Just make the best mattresses that we can, offer them at the best price we can to our loyal customers, and hopefully we'll get some more in the Chattanooga area. Now we're into our third generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our fourth generation, too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
The Smart Factory Institute presents the 9th annual Peak Performance Symposium on October 20th at the Smart Factory in the Pie Center in Cleveland. Join industry peers as they share manufacturing best practices and speak on a variety of advanced manufacturing topics while learning how manufacturers are maintaining a competitive advantage in the areas of trade, technology, and talent. This year's symposium is sponsored by Mueller and will conclude with a tour of the Duracell manufacturing facility. Tickets are limited. Register at peakperformanceinc.com.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means 1 person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
A name and brand that you can trust. Wholesale Supply has been serving the Southeast for over 75 years. Whether you need plumbing, electrical, or HVAC supplies, Wholesale Supply can provide you with the products that you need to complete any job, big or small. Supplying brands such as Kohler, Delta, Renny, Progress Lighting, and so many more. With 32 locations across the Southeast, Wholesale Supply is your hometown plumbing, electrical, and HVAC supplier. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Best practices that keep you ahead of the game. Visit peakperformanceinc.com for more info.
All right, welcome back into our broadcast live on Mix 104.1, also mixtv.tv. And for a little while longer, till about 9 a.m., we'll be live on Talk 101.3 The Buzz, as we've got a very special event coming up, and we're going to talk to several people that's filtered into our studio. We've got Dr. Mark Bailey, professor of music at Lee University, also the conductor of the Lee Symphonic Band. We're going to be speaking with him. Cleveland Mayor Kevin Brooks is here, and lots of other people that's filtered into the room. We wanted to kind of target them first. Mayor, good morning to you first. We'll start with you, the most dignitary person in the room.
No. Not distinguished, the most extinguished person.
Extinguished. Then also Dr. Mark Bailey joins us as well. Doctor, you can use that mic there in your hand if you like. Yes, sir. So good morning to you. How are you?
If you give a Pentecostal a wireless mic, you know what happens.
We're going to get some preaching, right?
I'm very calm this morning.
Well, that's good. That's good. We're also going to be getting some representation. Our friends from Willow Bend Farms are here. Lots of other people. We're going to talk about human trafficking. There's a concert coming up, a concert of hope. It's a fundraising effort against human trafficking, and so we're going to kind of start there. Dr. Mark Bailey, let's kind of start with you because this seems to be in your wheelhouse. Tell us a little bit about the concert, then we're going to get into more of human trafficking and what this is going to help benefit.
Well, this came as an idea between myself and Dusty Wilson, who is the head of Spirit Sound Music here at Lee. And I approached him and said, I'd like to do a win-win concert for the community. What can we do that will really help the community? And he invited Mayor Brooks to come, and we had a meeting, and we discussed what is something that we could really give back to the community, both Lee and the Church of God. And we decided that this would be an area that we could really raise awareness for because it is a serious problem, and we want to let people know that something can be done about it. And so what's the best concert that we can put together? I talked to Gloria Scott Richmond, and she's bringing the evangelistic singers. It's an exciting group. My band is going to play, and Ron Brindle from our music faculty is going to sing. In fact, he's going to do America the Beautiful with us to kick the concert off.
Oh, wow.
And then we have a mass choir of, I believe, 6 of our churches here in the area: Westmore, North Cleveland, First Baptist, Westwood Baptist, Mount Olive, and I believe South Cleveland is all sending members to be in this mass choir, as well as Jaron Davis and Kindred Souls, and then Jason Crabb. This is going to be an outstanding event, and I don't think people would want to miss it just to hear the singers, but you're going to hear a lot of important information about this critical issue to help our groups such as Willow Bend Farms and Most, and our law enforcement people in the area, to let people know how serious the problem is and what they can do about it.
All right, Mayor, kind of talk to us a little bit. You know, Dr. Mark Bailey spoke about the concert and what it's going to benefit. Talk to us a little about human trafficking in this area and the need for people to understand it.
Dwayne, thanks. First, I have to thank Dr. Bailey and Dr. Wilson for the idea of a community concert. I think it's just a fantastic way for our community to come together. There was a very popular movie this past summer about human trafficking and sex trafficking that generated millions and millions of viewers who learned for the first time how serious this problem really is. And as our friends at Willow Bend Farms and most can tell you, sadly, right here in sleepy Cleveland, we have a problem. I remember one of my colleagues in Nashville would tell me that there are apps available that sadly human trafficking is happening right here in the city with Spirit. And my heart is broken and my heart is grieved, and I want to bring awareness. So when these maestro musicians came to me and said, let's have a community concert, I was thrilled last week to be at the Willow Bend Farms race, Run for Their Freedom, and it was inviting hope. And I was stunned because, of course, I shouldn't be. It's a God thing.
Sure.
Our concert was named prior to that Concert of Hope. Our local Rotary Club's theme is creating hope. So all of these hope-infused events are coming together. It's a free concert. I can't emphasize this enough. Jason Crabb and Jaron Davis and all of these Lee choirs and musical groups for free just before the fall holiday season. It's a great opportunity to enjoy a beautiful concert. And again, it's really going to be benefiting and raising awareness for human trafficking, for sex trafficking. It's sadly not a topic that we talk about enough.
That's it. Yeah.
Especially in our churches and in our schools. And I think we need to bring the next generation some awareness, parents and grandparents as well, that folks be on guard. Watch what your kids are plugging into on their iPads, on their gaming devices, and online, so that we together can make Cleveland, Tennessee the safest place for our children and grandchildren that possibly can be. I hope everyone will attend the Concert of Hope. There's a QR code. Dwayne, I think we got it for you for free tickets. Tickets are required, but they are absolutely free, and we're hoping to sell out the Con Center next Tuesday night, the 24th.
We got some other guests we're going to speak with. Thank you there, Mayor. David Nitz joins us from MOST, representing most men opposing sex trafficking. David, good morning to you. Morning. Kind of add to what the mayor and Dr. Mark Bailey have been talking about there. Talk a little bit about MOST, first of all, and then we're going to also talk to Sarah here in just a few minutes from Willow Bend.
Sure. Well, MOST is a new ministry, men opposing sex trafficking. It started last year. The gentleman that started this, Bruce Deal, lifelong friend, called me in January. I was pastoring a church in Florida. Called me in January and said, I think you're supposed to come help me do this. And long story short, we said yes, sold our house, resigned my church, and here I am. Because, as Sarah will tell you, helping mostly young women come out of trafficking and finding a safe place to land is extremely important, but there has to be something done to the demand side of this, and that is men. 98% of the abusers are men. So this ministry particularly addresses men. We're asking men to stand up, not just say we're against it, but actively get involved, to learn about what's going on in your community. Mr. Mayor, you're absolutely correct. It's in every state, in every county, in every city. 2 weeks after I left my little city of Winter Haven, Florida, to move here, 50 people were arrested for trafficking in our little community there. Wow. So it is everywhere. So we're asking men to just man up, stand up, get educated, get involved. Part of my job is to go into churches. As you've already said, it's an uncomfortable conversation. When Bruce called, he said, look, you know everybody, which simply means I'm old. That's what that means. I've been around a long time. But going into churches and having this uncomfortable conversation to say we have a problem and the church needs to be at the forefront of addressing this. So that's kind of what MOST is. We have a great website, wearemost.org. The words wearemost.org. You can go and check that out. And I'm really, really honored that we have been invited to be a part of this, and especially with the folks at Willow Bend. I've heard so much about their ministry. So that in a nutshell is what MOST is and what we're about. It's about saying to the men, let's address the demand side of this. Let's get men. Pornography is a huge part of this. We're asking men to get accountable, to stand up in their men's groups, prayer groups, whatever. And So we're really honored to be a part of this. Thank you for letting us be a part
Thanks,
of this.
David, for that. Sarah McGinnis is going to join us, Willow Bend Farms, restoring human trafficking survivors and other things that you do there at Willow Bend. Sarah, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, fantastic to have you guys in and be able to share this conversation with our listening and watching audience, because it is about getting information out. And this is going to be something that not only are we talking about this morning, but also at the Concert of Hope, we're going to have, I know, like TBI special agents speaking about this and different things. So it's going to be a lot of information. Sarah, tell us a bit about Willow Bend Farms and how this is going to help what you do there, this Concert of Hope.
Yeah, so Willow Bend Farms, we started here in Cleveland in 2017, and I currently sit on the Human Trafficking Advisory Council for the state of Tennessee. And like Mayor Brooks was mentioning, a lot of people don't want to realize that the problem is here and it's in this community. And on that council, we've been working on a project for the last year to map out vulnerability populations in each community. And we just released a report just about a month ago that does a county-by-county report. And Bradley County has a 95.8% vulnerability population index.
Oh my goodness.
And that comes from 24 data points. It looks at a lot of like the homeless population, the percent of overdoses, the percent of migrant population, just a number of different factors that come in and make that statistic. And I can say that that's true because last year we served 211 survivors.
Wow.
We do serve 27 counties now, but we are based solely in Bradley County with our long-term residential, emergency response center, transitional housing, and a vocational program. But that report really highlighted a lot of things. And the other thing that's very important in that report is that, and it's not the best number, these are the numbers that people don't want to hear. Bradley County is 5th highest ranked for possibility of trafficking in the state of Tennessee.
Wow.
Number 5.
In your opinion, is there any reason why number 5, or is it just the statistics? Just we've got all the right ingredients. I mean, what is the?
It's a perfect storm.
Perfect storm.
When you
okay.
look at percentage of overdoses that are happening in our community, and you can tie the opioid epidemic completely into human trafficking. Those that we work with, I've not worked with one person in the entirety of the 6.5 years that has not had a drug nexus into their story. Sometimes it was drugs leading to trafficking. Sometimes it was trafficking leading to drugs. But that nexus has been very clear. And that's when we started the Bradley County Task Force in Cleveland City in 2019. That was the mayor and I making a decision saying we are going to do something about this in this community, and we started bringing the key players around the table to say what are we going to do. But we looked at human trafficking and opioids. We call it an HTOP, and we are now facilitating 6 of those task forces, but Bradley County was the first.
Wow. Again, Sarah McGinnis joins us, Willow Bend Farms, giving us some staggering information, statistics this morning. And Gloria, as we want to come to you now, as we welcome you into our interview here, the great thing about it, now that we're getting this information out, there's hope. People rallying together, events like this, bringing awareness, and then the community coming together to help organizations like MOST and then Willow Bend Farms to help these folks come out of this and maybe help prevent future exploitations of things like this.
Yeah, certainly. It's hard to stop the tears. If I blink now, tears will come.
Sure.
This is a city with spirit. We have 2 world denomination headquarters here. Nearly everybody goes to church. Not everybody, but everybody is a Christian. Faith without works is dead. We can pray and pray and pray and pray and pray, but we have to we have to be a part of our own miracle. And when Jesus was on earth, people participated in their miracle. he would either say, get up, rise, take up your bed and walk. And as they were rising, boom, here's the miracle. And so our part of being a part of this miracle to rescue, to bring hope, to advocate for, to empower, to support, come out on next Tuesday evening. That can be, for most people, a first step. You've been walking, we've been walking, you've been walking a little while. But for the entire community to come together and not only say, well, yeah, we're going to pray about this and then just forget about it. No, this is time for Cleveland, Tennessee, the city with spirit, to get up, take up our beds and walk. And not only just do that for ourselves as individuals, but do that for our children, our children's children, bring somebody else along with us. I'm honored. Dr. Bailey talked with me about this at the beginning of school in August. There was no hesitation. Yes, we were going to do this.
Wow, great message right there from Gloria. Thanks so much for that. Again, we're talking about human trafficking this morning. I think for us as a station, this was a great segment this time of the day because, again, it is a touchy conversation, and now all the kids are in school, and it becomes an adult conversation where it needs to be here in the beginning. So now we've got lots of people listening that's maybe in their office, sitting at their desk, enjoying their first cup of coffee. So this is a conversation, an adult conversation to begin with. Again, we're talking about a concert of hope where we all can rally together and be able to, you mentioned it, Gloria, there's always a spark. Hopefully a year, 2 years from now, we look back and say, remember that concert? That's where it all began. That's when the community rallied around this cause, and that's when we saw a difference being made. There's got to be a beginning to be an end. That's just the way it always is. Dr. Mark Bailey, I'm going to let you speak again. Looks like you maybe have something you want to add to this.
I just want to let people know how they can get tickets
for
this event. First, they can go online at music.eventbrite.com and print their tickets up right there on their computer, which is really cool. But they also can call the Lee University box office at 423-614-8343. And we'll take care of you to make sure that you can come to this concert. It's free, but we want you to have a ticket. It helps us knowing how many people is going to be there.
Absolutely.
And I agree with Mayor Brooks. I hope the con center is packed out.
Mayor Brooks, we're going to come back over to you. What else during this conversation, the roundtable discussion, if you would, that we're having this morning, these two organizations, Most and Willow Bend Farms, the benefactor of this concert, the great work that we know that they're doing behind the scenes. What else do you want to add here?
Dwayne, I just want to thank WCLE for giving us this opportunity because it truly is helping us get the word out of this incredible opportunity for a wonderful evening, free concert, Tuesday night the 24th at 7:30 at the Lee University Con Center. It's a concert of hope, and we hope everyone will attend.
You know, I would think this would be a great environment for educators, church leaders, youth pastors, those people, maybe to come in and get some information about maybe little telltale signs, maybe things that they're starting to see in students and in their youth. Because let's face it, drugs and certain things that they know no boundaries. They're not like they just target individuals that are here, and here. We've seen it with drugs affect everybody across the spectrum, and sometimes that's where it begins. So again, we hope that people will come out, support this human trafficking fundraising effort against human trafficking. Concert of Hope, Tuesday, October the 24th, 1 week from today at the Con Center. Again, you can get those tickets at the Lee box office. 3 to 6 is the hours, I believe. 423-614-8343. There is no cost. It is free tickets, but tickets are required. And Dr. Bailey, I've also seen something that if people maybe can't get out because of circumstances, is there going to be a live stream, or is that something that I recognized?
Yes, we want people to come to the concert.
Sure.
But it will be on our Lee live stream page.
Okay. So there's some people that may not be able to get out because of different reasons, but that would be available. We want to fill this place up. because when you got the Lord doing his work and you got a crowd full of people, it just seems to move around the room. Let's just face it. In closing, anybody want to add anything that we haven't added to this conversation? It's such an important topic. We want our community to be better, and the way that we do that is getting things that we don't want to talk about out there sometimes.
Well, I want to thank Mix 104.1 because Bridget Forrester is going to be the MC for it.
Oh my goodness. Well, there you go.
Okay.
You got the best of the best from here anyway, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Got to give Steve a little bit of a punch there this morning. Again, we appreciate everybody coming in. It was nice to meet you folks. Nice to see you again, Sarah. Mayor, always great to see you. I say that. You're not getting punched on by Steve sitting here this morning.
Thank God you're here.
All right. Again, final time, a concert of hope. Tuesday, October 24th at the Con Center. Free tickets, but you need to get a ticket. Tickets are required. 423-614-8343 is the Lee box office. Call, get those tickets. Again, anybody that's anything to do with young people, this will be an event you should come out for. Again, I think TBI Special Agent Tom Washington is going to be there. I'm sure he'll have some great topics to talk about. Thanks so much, folks. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up the Mix Morning Show here on the radio and also on MixTV.tv. We appreciate everybody being a part of this broadcast. Bridget will be back with you for the midday show. I'll be back with you a little bit later this afternoon for your drive home. We got a few more commercials to get through, and then Fox News will be coming up shortly. Stay with us throughout the day. Mix 104.1 WCLE.
Video chat with TVFCU from your couch. Thanking